What's happening, peeps? What's happening? What's happening? It's Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from sunny, bright Atlanta, Georgia. It is 7:23 in the PM, and the sun is like, it's right there, man. So, listen, I want to talk to you guys today about two things that. Let me turn this fan down. So we screaming, man. I'm so amped. I'm so excited to be talking to you guys. I have my stand back, my phone mount. I have it back. I was using a vent mount to drive for the past few days, and that thing, it's hard to break old habits. So I went and got my window mount. So how y'all doing out there? Go ahead and give me a thumbs up for the videos. And if you're watching, I see a couple of people are coming on already. Go ahead and say hello. You know, I'm not gonna bite you guys. What's happening? What's up, Mike? What's up, Mike Watts? What's happening? Peace King, back to you, brother. What's happening? So listen, I want to talk to you guys today about two things, right, to help you guys be successful. And you probably know this already. All right, there's nothing really new under the sun. If you look through enough rideshare videos, you're gonna get some really good information about being successful as a rideshare driver, right? But this is something I learned when I first got my college degree. You know, I was an adult. I dropped out of school, college, and I was studying electrical engineering, and then I went, started a business. I started a record label with some friends, started a real estate investment company, and I learned one thing, that I didn't know a whole lot about operating a business. All right, so I went back to business school. I went to business school to get a business degree. And once I graduated, I started doing this door-to-door sales thing, direct sales thing with this company, and it sucked to me. It sucked, but some people were really having success with it, right? And one of the things I learned from there that stuck with me, right? What the guy who was in charge of this office said, he said, you need to go where people have disposable income. And that always stuck with me. I always remembered that. If I didn't take anything else from that particular gig, it was about going where people have disposable income. And that means, to me, just in layman's terms, that means that they have more money to spend. They don't have to worry about penny pinching their money. So, so today, right? Today I got up and I started off, and I'm going to talk to you guys about supply and demand too. And I'm going to wrap these two topics, these two economic topics into one, so you guys can be more successful out here. All right, and hopefully you guys can see me. The sun is like right here in my face. I'm not in my regular car, which has the panoramic sunroof. I'm in a different car right now. I'm in the Nissan Sentra, and so it's not as the sun is not as even. The lighting is not as even, but that's okay. I just had to get this video out to you guys today, right? So disposable income. You want to go, and how does this apply to rideshare? Let's apply this to rideshare. You want to go where people have the money to spend for the service that you have to offer with no problem. It's not a sweat for them to spend the type of money to take a long ride or to give you a tip on top of your fare. All right. So like today, right, I started off in the area north of the city. It's called Cumming, right? And I set my destination filter, south of the city. And so, and I know, and this is how supply and demand ties into it. Hey, Jim, what's happening, my man? This is how supply and demand ties into this. So supply and demand. I go to this area called Cumming, Georgia in the morning, early in the morning. Most people are still asleep, right? But I know that people need rides to the airport there. So, if you guys are in Atlanta, if you hear this, bam, there you go. I just gave you a jewel. Somebody gave it to me. I'm giving it to you. But I go there for several reasons. Number one, I know these people are leaving. They need to get to the airport, right? They need to get to the airport, and there are not that many drivers out there who are willing to be up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to drive these people to the airport. Also, there's virtually no traffic. It's a long ride. It's going to pay out about anywhere from 35 to 40 bucks. If you get a tip on top of that, great. One ride. not 10 minimum fare rides at $4 a piece. You know, this is the Atlanta market. So a minimum fare ride in Atlanta is $4. So screw going after 10 rides and waiting around for 10 rides. I'm going to get the big fish, and I'm already on the board. All right, and I'm driving X. So the supply and demand that comes in, because there is not that many people out in that area. So the demand is high, but the supply of drivers is low. So disposable income, boom, got it. Took the lady down to the airport this morning, and I immediately left the airport and went back to the city, got another airport ride, boom, went down to the airport, dropped that guy off, immediately went back up into the city and got another ride, and that ride went south of the airport to a place called Peachtree City. So, and then I had one more ride down there before I had to go and get a private. So, in just the Uber app this morning, I had earned $89. You know, hey Davin, what's happening, my friend? I earned $89 in 4 rides. Okay, so I'm happy about that. And then I went and did a private, and I tell you guys, man, some people are against doing private rides, but you're in the business of taking people around for money. All right, now make sure you got your insurance and all of that stuff squared away. You know, hey April, what's happening? Make sure you got your insurance, and make sure you guys give me a thumbs up if you're feeling what I'm saying to you about disposable income. All right, and we're talking about disposable income and supply and demand. And inside of this, I'm giving you guys a synopsis of how my day went today, right? So it's 7:29. I came out and did a few more rides, starting at maybe like 4-ish. But before 12 o'clock, I was over $100, you know, and I say before 12 o'clock because I had those 4 rides on the Uber app, and then I had a private, and that private paid me $50 cash. All right. So I'm telling you guys, it's about earning more and driving less, you know, and networking with people. I talk to you guys all the time about networking with other drivers. You guys, please network with other drivers. You if you got an airport, go find somebody at your airport, at your waiting area, and talk to these people. You got a Facebook group in your city, you know, join that Facebook group. If you don't have a Facebook group, start one. If there's not a network, start one. All right, because this can really, really, really help you guys become successful. All right, so disposable income. I'm gonna give you another example of disposable income. All right, if you have an airport in your city, like I live in, thankfully I'm blessed. I'm so blessed because I live in Atlanta, and we have Hartsfield-Jackson, which is the busiest airport in the world. You know, it's documented as the busiest airport in the world. So there's no shortage of rides there. Now, the key thing about why I like doing the airport, right? One of the key things, one of the side things that I'm going to tell you guys is that most of these people have walked through a metal detector and they don't have a gun. So I'm not worried about somebody, you know, bringing a gun in the car or any kind of thing. I'm generally cool with being safe. I'm safe with the people. But the main reason is that they're business class passengers. All right. And business class passengers, the money is not coming out of their pocket. So they're going to take your bill. Hey, what's up, Big Jim? What's happening, man? ATL, baby. So they're going to take that money for their ride, and they're going to expense it to their accounting department for their company, right? So Memphis 10, what's up? My best friend is from Memphis, Whitehaven. You know, Shelby County. I feel you. Memphis is in the house. So these business people, when they come in, there are a lot of business people coming in through here Monday through Friday. Lots of business people. The airport is a cash cow. So they're going to take that your bill, and they're going to just forward it to their accounting department. So it's not their money. Most of the time, they're going to leave a tip. It's disposable income. It's not that they don't care, but and especially if you do a good job and, you know, you're very personable. I mean, I'm telling you, having a pleasing personality will take you a long way. If you see the thumbnail for this video, it's me holding up a $50 in cash, and that's what I got from my private ride this morning, right? $50 cash. You know, didn't even take an hour. It took 30 minutes. So You guys do the math. You know, is that going to happen every day? No. Can it happen every day? Yes. Okay. So disposable income. These people at the airport, you know, get around where there's businesses. Like today, there's all kind of conferences going on downtown Atlanta. Get into those areas where there are events happening where people are willing to spend money. They're already spending money. If you got a mall, think about it. They're already spending money. They're already spending money. Like I'm in the parking lot of a grocery store, right? So once I finish with this video, I'm probably just going to turn my apps on and just kind of hang out in this area. There's there's bars around here. There's little shops, little eateries. It's a commercial area. So people are already over here doing what? Spending money. You want to go where people are spending money. If people are generally spending money, they're in a good mood, and it's a good chance they're going to spend some money with you. And there's also a good chance they're going to give you a tip because they're spending money. Think about it. Psychology. You got to think about human nature when you're out here doing this driving game, y'all. It's not rocket science. It just takes you studying the game. You've got to study the game. Look for the places where people have disposable income. Also look for the places where the demand is high. It doesn't, I'm not necessarily talking about surges. Yeah, we like surges, but you know, these companies are doing away with surge, and Lyft is doing away with their prime time. You know, I just got an email about that the other day. But you still need to know your city. You need to know where the demand is high and the supply is low. If you guys don't know you know how to check the Rider app to see if there's other drivers around you. I think the rideshare professor did a great video. He calls it the two phone trick. You know, and you know, you don't necessarily have to have two phones, but you could just use both of the apps on one phone. You know, your Rider, you need the Rider app on your phone, and you need the driver app on your phone. The Rider app will give you intel about where other drivers are sitting around you. And if there's a clump of drivers around you, you need to move somewhere else. It's as simple as that. You know, I talked about that yesterday. I put a post in the channel, in the community, about, you know, saying that there were 6 other drivers around me, you know, and I was in a little country town. I'm not staying out there. I'm rolling. And I rolled out. I'm dead serious. I was out there for a few hours, but I rolled out, you know. So you got to think about your supply and demand economics all the time, and you got to think about people who have disposable income, and it's not a big deal for them to pay you money for your service. Think about that. Think about those areas in your city where those things hold true, and you will always make income. You will always generate consistent income. All right, so I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, make sure you definitely give me a thumbs up. Like it, baby. Like it. Share it with somebody. So you may not even be a driver. Share it with somebody. You know, you say, I'm going to the Uber hub tomorrow to see what I can do. Yes, that's right, Davin. That's right, man. And that's a good thing to do, because you want to talk to these people face to face. You know, the phone line is okay. Hey, Abdel, what's happening? The phone line is okay to call, but it's nothing like showing up face to face. And, you know, it's a different energy with people when they see you in person. You know, on a side note, you know, I'm going off on the tangent for a second. It's like people here it is. It's like people who troll internet videos, right? So people can, with their little Twitter fingers, they can say whatever they want to on these videos in the comments. But if you see that person in real life, I'm pretty sure they're probably sheepish. You know, it's the same thing with people on the phone. People get real brave with you when they're on the phone, because you can't reach out and touch them. You know, but if you can reach out and touch them, they're not gonna pop all that lip with you. So, you know, just think about that as you go in there to the rideshare hub, the green light hub. Every time we see that, they are like, they don't. Yeah, man, they got the whole foreign outsource thing with the support line. I've had to call the support line a couple of times this week for various things. So yeah, you just have to be patient with them, Davin, man. You have to just be patient with them. So like I said, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I didn't want to make it too long. It's the end of rush hour, so I may start migrating my way down to the airport. It just depends. I'm using this one app. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to share with you guys the apps that I use to help me be successful in this business. All right, because Uber doesn't tell you really how to be successful. Uber and Lyft, they don't tell you how to be successful in this business. You have to watch these videos. You have to study the game. And the more you study the game and the more you apply what you learn, the better you will be. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care if you're doing ride share, insurance sales. I don't care if you're bagging groceries, man. There's some video or some training out there on how to be a better grocery bagger. Okay, y'all. I'm just messing around, man. I'm just messing around. I'm having fun. But seriously, though, be a student of the game. You know, don't think that you can't be successful. Don't ever think that you can't be successful in this game. And always make sure you have a vision. Know why you're doing the ride share game. I'm platinum Lyft driver, rent from Lyft, work for Uber. Hey, man, I ain't even mad at you, Jim. I ain't mad at you, brother. Hey, man, however you get it. Until listen, I'm a big fan of this, and I heard this from one of my earliest business mentors. He said it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. Don't wait on anybody to invite you to the table, man. You go make yourself a seat at the table. There you go. I love it, Jim. That's too funny. I'm not mad at you, dude. Straight up. I had a back when the exchange leasing program was going, I had an exchange leasing vehicle, and I would do Lyft rides with the exchange leasing vehicle because there was no clause in there that said that I couldn't. So yeah, I'm gonna do both of them. You know, that program was garbage. They didn't tell you had to have commercial insurance, and some people got away without having it, but my insurance was like, nah, you got to have a commercial policy, and then they had all these stipulations. I was like, whatever. So I just wound up getting rid of that car, you know. But it's a good thing that you're doing that, man. You gotta like my girl Kimberly, CEO driver, says, you gotta get the bag, man, and you gotta figure out which way you're gonna win first, and you gotta take care of your vision. So I want to make sure you guys are thinking about how can you earn more and drive less. You always got to do that. Watch these YouTube videos, you know, watch these how-to videos, how to earn more in less time. I'm so big on that. So that's it, man. If you guys want to drive for Uber Lyft and you're not driving already, the links are in the description. If you need coaching, links are in the description. And make sure, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, and make sure you hit the alert bell. I'm going to be doing more of these YouTube live videos to process the videos like I've been doing in the past that takes so long. Like this video, we're already at 18 minutes. It would take 3 times longer than that to do all that magical stuff that you have to do to the videos. I'm more of an on-the-fly guy. You know, I can do the editing of the videos, but I'd rather give it to you guys straight from the heart and let you guys know what my experiences are, things that you can avoid, you know, tips to make you more successful out there. And man, this comment came up. There we go, Jim. I love her too. Yeah, Jim. Hey man, she is on point, man. She's really, really, really on point, man. And you know, she has some really good information. She brings some really good things to the table, and it's not too many people that I listen to and that I would recommend. You know, there's some other YouTube channel people I listen to them sometimes, but other times I feel like they're, you know, they're not consistent in their message. They're doing things to get subscribers and doing gimmicky things. And you know, I'm not gonna call any name, but you know, however that, if the people like that, if their audience like that, then that's great, man. All, you know, all power to them. All hail the king to that. You know, but my thing is about teaching people how to earn more and drive less. I don't come to you guys with any gimmicks. You know, I have a vision. I want to see people grow. I want to help people become more financially literate. You know, I want to teach people skills. Skills are what pay bills. And the more you learn how to do this, the more you understand the transportation game, the more you understand things like supply and demand economics, the more you understand things like disposable income, like this area I'm in right now. It's a nice upper middle class area of Atlanta, middle class to upper middle class, where I am, you know, and I know I'm gonna get a ride out here. These people, they don't have a problem paying money. All right, so once again, it's been Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct, just north of Atlanta, Georgia. And like I said, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I'm still the Southeast Beast, the Conquering Chief, Your Highness, the Finest Prosperity Done #1, and this video is a wrap. Peace.